Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. I still love this intro so much. Nobody, I just can't help it, alright? This is one of the best intros that I've ever heard in gaming history. If you're not jamming out to this music, you're doing everything wrong. Alright? We're back with Trigger Happy Havoc. Alright, we're gonna finish this game. This might be the final episode. I just don't want this game to end. I think I've grown to love this game a little too much. Okay, so we're on chapter 6. The Ultimate Despair. So I searched it up. There are only 6 chapters, alright? My estimation of there being 7 chapters was kinda wrong, but there's only 6 chapters. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Alright. I'm excited for this. I'm super excited for this. The same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. This is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, oh yeah, we were in the trash chute last time. My voice really hurts. I need a drink. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got myself a glass of milk. Alright, let's go. Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's get out. Do you have anything to say? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It is an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to open that door, right? This door. Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then it opened! Yes! Yes, it opened. Alright.
Indeed.
Let's get our asses out of here. And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Oh. And we're instantly on the deadly life. I finished my milk. It didn't really help my voice, but I think it's fine. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kinda nervous. Maybe talking will help keep our mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. So that explains. Before I came here, I was looking up info about the school online. I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Oh, alright, that makes sense. And yet, I gave up on some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, was it because that's how much you want to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You'd have so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. There's something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Didn't we see him like blast off into a rocket? I don't know if it was her that dead though, but I'm assuming. Who else could it have been? So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not too long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I would have never had the chance to become a detective. So she wasn't even, So when the school was recruiting the ultimates, she wasn't even picked. She had to find her way into the school. She had to find her dad herself. God damn. Shit, man. If I'd gone with him, I would have never had the chance to become a detective. We read that, yeah. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell is that, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. Because it's just you and her. She feels more comfortable with just you and her. I don't blame him, you know? He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in his position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really? The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. And that's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, but not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So she hates her father. Fucking hell. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Goddamn, how long did that take? We were talking for so long. Looks like this is it. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? But what if we get caught on the security cameras? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Oh, we made it. Sweet. Fucking Eurifa. Looks like we're back. But I still can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of here. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I would never imagine that's where this led. So can you close it? I don't think we need it anymore. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer, huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait! That's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we'll find out, and it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed to the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is gonna happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before, what does it mean?
So,
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma said he should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright. So there's a surveillance camera. Yep. A surveillance camera. Is the mastermind watching us even now? Oh, we have to go now?
Shall we go?
Okay, let's go. Oh, we're back. Alright. Gym time. Was I always leaning like that? I don't remember. Alright, let's go.
Well.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much, but Makoto's supposed to be dead. What is he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel like you have to. What? But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Well, you set up the latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about? But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery, alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right?
Wow.
No, I can't. Don't say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of violence?
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but in a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were trying to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square, then I suggest you take my advice. So what's this advice of yours? To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our last chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without further word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry.
what's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. Bit. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept? If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will hope win out, or will despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this. Bear it. But this is a long way to climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So this is for the final face-off. You will have to unearth all the mysteries you have been buried here. That have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every single mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. Bro, who's this guy, Sans?
it's true.
Fucking on my face, dude. That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. You can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mystery for the school. Then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is
what's
held.
wrong?
I remember that. For sure.
Hey.
So what? I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And that it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's the hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them in a high school student. And the only people to take a step in Hope's Peak since the killing game are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking, I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone, get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. He seems a little happy. Monkoma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. My voice really hurts though. How do people do it for so long? I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal, but honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept, huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. And what do you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off,
However,
and yet somehow the mastermind was able to do
in
it.
other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something so difficult. A reason? They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They want to show the world. The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other, then show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point? The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those who who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. The group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Dakota.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet the same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast the killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than the reasonable amount about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very
At least that's how those who are watching it would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves. That's precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. So, I see. Monokuma, or the mastermind behind Monokuma, is broadcasting our entire killing game to the world to show them that, despair is better than hope. They can't just murder us by themselves, because if the mastermind was to just kill all of us, then that would just be murder. That wouldn't actually be like showing anybody like despair. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Yeah, I still remember this. This is when I also found out, oh yeah, the blood is pink.
right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial following their proper rules to get me killed. Wait, when was Junko's death? It was like after Sayaka's, right? Yeah, I think so. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. They made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to their failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed live on TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion. To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in the perfect form. It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
However,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got the chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were still able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. But in the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. She was nervous? You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown you my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
however,
Anyway, we can't just relax yet. All we've done to earn another chance to fight, we have to win this time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others. They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Alright, let's go. That's Kyoko's. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside?
Hey.
I don't think he's in here. Come on, we have to keep looking. Oh, Toko. This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
Hey.
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Is anyone here? Chihiro, Celeste, Hina? Is anyone here? Is there anyone out there? Who's this? Okay, so no one's here. Oh, it's nighttime. No one's gonna be... Of course, they're all gonna be asleep. Everyone's obviously gonna be asleep. Yeah, no one's here either. And suddenly we were greeted with... Of course. And he's going fucking crazy. Okay, that makes sense. Sakura Adnyagufu Anjian / crack ow. Semicolon exclamation mark. Hashtag brackets. You again. Okay, he's gone crazy. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability has reached its limit. Yeah. Of course. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. What? Oh, they're all here! Is that Makoto? Actually, I haven't taken a shower. I probably smell like trash after just coming out of the thing, right? You guys.
No two ways about it. That's Makoto. Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Of course, it wouldn't have been Danganronpa if Hiro didn't accuse me of being a ghost when he saw me alive. Everyone was here. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw the faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo. In a flash, all my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened to Monokuma. Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. Wait, not yet. Don't tell me, did he turn into a ghost? Does he look transparent to you? That's a silly superstition. If ghosts were see-through, they couldn't lead normal lives. Okay, that's enough. Talking to you makes me want to lay down and go to sleep. Okay.
Yo.
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world. Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why you escaped your execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their life saved by a computer program. Imagine it was a learning experience for you. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to the new places again. And no dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go find new clues? Ah, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, everywhere you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. That smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell it even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. Okay, let's... I need to tell you about the last class trial. Last class trial. We're gonna redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously? What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you. Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me either, or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What you're saying is it's all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying that the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die. You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You made it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The school states that only the Black End is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial, when you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to. Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it. Again, later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah, for us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? Well, we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everybody dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master. Meanwhile, I want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
And anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decision, final battle, a rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall frigging order. Maybe this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all the mysteries. I'm not so sure about that, huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with anyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve the mystery.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us the little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but it's okay, enough puns. Anyways, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step into Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh, but why?
So in other
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like
in
that.
other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Mukuro, you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people, we started with the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not a possibility, but if one of us were the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Okay, there's something going on.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Does that make it easier or harder? I'm not sure.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
He's going a bit crazy. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the doors. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway. At this point I can rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him. Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Togo trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. So I figure at least at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was surprisingly a high spirit as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're gonna do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together. That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground, and then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better be going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I have to prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And that we can all escape together. Okay, investigate. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Through the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we found out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms, where the gates were down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to this murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Alright. Time to get started. So I have a list. Where's my list? Places to check. Headmaster's room. Okay, we're gonna do that one first. I know where that is. I know 100% where that is. I still fuck with this guitar that plays. Headmaster, oh my god, we're actually going in. This is our first time here. Shit, this place is actually pretty cool. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time ever seeing it for myself. Oh, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Okay. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Oh, that's the sword I use. It's the same one. What are those images? Papers on the floor. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow that makes me feel anxious.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not Papa.
Are you ignoring me? Do you think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Fine, I won't ignore you. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on the top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student roster. Registry. Bro, that clearly says roster. Are you illiterate? It contains profiles of all of us and Mukuro.
So
Apparently class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found out Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got the page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh, what do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So
in other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro than we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. She looks nothing like I expected. I thought she was gonna be like, what do you call it? I thought she was gonna look more like military-like, you know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, not military-like. I thought like she was gonna be different, kinda. I didn't expect her to be like. She looks like she kind of looks like an average school student to me. Like I thought she was gonna be like a more short haired. How did her hair fit in the mask? Oh wait, her hair could have easily fit in the mask. Okay. I don't know. I expected like her to just look different. No, I guess I never. Okay. In the background, an entity floats close but out of reach. The entire entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Finrir, I thought she was gonna be like kinda injured, like bruised, like I don't know why. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't just play any signs of battle wound. She didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. Yeah, that's what I thought she was gonna look like. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was. What's wrong, Makoto? What? You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out the other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file you should read. Wait, what? You should note, my bad. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78? That should be enough for you to guess who this girl is. And further information about this girl is included in the file. 7 foot inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? Oh yeah, we have information like that as well. Except we don't have Mukuro, so that's, I don't know why. Yeah, but we're, yeah. What do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body? You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean, wait, is he trying to say, her hair looks brown here though, but her hair was like very dark black in the image. There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro. Is that what he's trying to say? No, that's, she had the tattoo on the back of her hand though. That is Mukuro. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right? That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Yeah. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. I got myself some ice cream because my throat really hurt. It's a bit of advice. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. But don't put too much faith into her, huh? The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What do you think? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Okay. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Okay, where? Truth bullets we have, right? No, I wanna just check. Because apparently, what do you call it? She could be, the mastermind could be among one of us. But that's Mukuro Ikusaba, who was among them. Hold up. No, I don't give a shit about presents. Whoa, I don't care about presents. We have no info on her, bro. 5'7", 97. 5'7", 97 pounds. They have the exact same info. But Junko's dead. It couldn't be her. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So we'll have to keep that in mind for later. That's a very, very interesting. That's a very interesting coincidence. Biolab. Okay, Biolab. Wait, what did that say? Biolab on the what? Which floor? No, I don't care about that. The Biolab on the 5th floor. The ice cream isn't the best, but it's okay. God damn, everything's frozen. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There are icicles hanging from the monitor. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. Just had to finish my ice cream, I'm back. Stacks of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. What are those? Are those vending machines? Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And there are things on the left side and a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's so many. There's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Wait, what? Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. It is in the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is a stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Bro, I'm pretty sure this is not a fridge. Looking around, I don't think I get it. It seems clear to me now. This was a makeshift morgue. Alright, that's nice. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like a setup for when the slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control of me right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay. So, what else was... No, I don't care. What else was there? Truth bullets. Places to check. Data center. 4th floor. Okay. This is 5th. Okay, this is the 4th floor.
Hey, Makoto.
Hey Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Cause it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so if you open it, I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Obviously there's a security camera here. Oh, this door should be unlocked now. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first, I don't want to get exploded. Hino raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight onto it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. So you almost broke the door down. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is this? Oh my god, it's Monokuma's face. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about that weird device. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's stop poking around at whatever. I'm gonna stop pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just start doing whatever. Something like this. But it was too late. Hino was already jabbing away at the control panel. Oh, she's gonna kill someone. Hi, did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hino, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the names of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, this one was labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next to the door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably go better check it out. Yes, please, I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from out here. Wait, I want to talk to Hina first.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll cheer you on super loud from far away from here. That's supposed to make me see... It's supposed to make me sound better. That's supposed to make me feel better. I can't read. Okay. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? We can spawn Monokuma! Hey! Give me all your donuts. Oh my god. Donuts, eh? So... What's her name? Like, Hina's controlling Monokuma. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Hello? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. I guess what I found. A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with Monokuma's drawings and the control panel inside. So we can just spawn Monokuma at will. So let's just spawn Monokuma absolutely everywhere. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? No, what do you mean? What you were controlling just now was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like the panel definitely controlled Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they definitely were in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey.
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Oh shit, so that shit was right. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside this the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach, but I know enough puns anyways. Those 16 students. The mastermind, Monokuma puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... Is this where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So like, you wanna leave soon? There's still a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't just waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. Sure. I'm still very concerned about this. Wait. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't go around restricting whatever you feel like. It's for your benefit, because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Wait, excuse... So she's... The mastermind's controlling Monokuma right now. That means they'd have to be in the room. Were they just hiding the entire time? Inside that room. Imagine how depressed everyone in the school would get if the mascot just up and stop moving. Then that room. As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Damondo. But we were just in that room. But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Do you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? Oh, of course we could have opened the hatch, but no, Makoto decided he had better shit to do. My alt button has some shit on it. Hold up. It's like, I think, ice cream. No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. This was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. So then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then I said we shouldn't leave. Then I said we should leave. Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. I have to do the same while I can too. That's the only way forward. I'm still, what I was talking about, I'm still concerned about this. 5 foot, they gave us the exact everything that we have in the menu where we can check the other characters who went to, the other students who are either alive or dead. Mukuro Ikusaba. Wait, I'm just still checking. And then the report cards, they're the same, the exact same. 5'7", 97 pounds. But she's dead. So Junko's dead, but Junko's thing is matching Mukuro Ikusaba, which is weird. They gave us the exact measurements. It's almost like they were saying, yeah, compare all the characters. Well, okay, we have to... dorms. Which dorm? Which ones, though? Okay, well, obviously I'm gonna check Junko's dorms first, right? I swear if I find some creepy shit in there. I mean, I don't think Junko's a bad guy, but definitely kind of weird coincidence how her stats are matching exactly that of Mukuro Ikusaba. We could be thinking about this like too deep. Alright. Junko. Oh, Junko's room. The door's unlocked. But it has nothing to do with my investigation. No time for detours now. Bro, it says check the thing. The thingies. Dorms, yeah. These are the dorms. Stop spiking so much. Celeste. Sakura. Okay, let's just check all the dorms. But what does that say? Oh. What? The door is unlocked. But it has nothing to do with my investigation. No time for detours right now. Right, Sayaka? What do you mean, right, Sayaka? Oi. Alright. I've checked all the dorms! Oh my god, what? It says check the dorms! Oh wait, I might be stupid. I might be actually stupid. Wait, what's this? Hold up! The gate's open. We can finally check the second floor of the dorms. Oh, second floor of the dorms! I didn't know this was gonna be open, which means I have to do it. Alright, my bad. Shit, bro. Oh, this is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. This is the first time we've actually seen this area. But no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. God damn. And again, with the red blood instead of pink. Whose rooms were these? Well, everyone here obviously died. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even a bed anymore. It's just garbage. That's a perfect bed, bro. Except it has some stains on it. I opened the door, just a cracked glance inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay. What's this? This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Okay. What's that? Why is there a giraffe? Why is there a giraffe head peeking out of a locker? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. What's that? I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker room on the second floor of the school. and then you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran across the card reader, and then no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Oh my god, there's so many. It's a metal plate mounted to the lockers. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Okay, it's locker hunting time. Locked. Just gonna try everything. I'm just gonna try everything. Obviously, we tried that already. Yep. This is probably locked too. So we can't even open the lockers. I just sat here. Oh my god, whatever. Why is there a giraffe in that locker? I wonder. If it's an escape, we just... Why are we still here? We have an escape right there. We cannot go past this point, meaning we're just gonna go in here. Mysterious brown door. This place is kind of nice. This room doesn't really feel like a student room. It has more adult atmosphere. This is it's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko? I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What about it? Oh, there's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze. There's like an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space. Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? A very easy trick. So yes. A very easy trick, yes. So easy. I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up. But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go off of. I looked through all the paperwork, on all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I have any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, I'm just, so we have the laptop. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Whoever used this last looked like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. This PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair. There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words,
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving forces comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information on the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. The Ultimate Despair has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. They look fucking crazy. Jeez. So there's a hidden room we couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must have been some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, I need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No way. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
what?
What? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure he hasn't tried it. She hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Let's try it. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. It's gonna be correct. Just watch. Let me type in the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it. Oh my god, it opened. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Kyoko? It's just a bunch of triple dots, I guess. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on one thing. A present, wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. What? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprisingly, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in here?
Anyway.
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, and then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh my... I knew it! I said the guy who fell from the rocket ship down that Monokuma put him inside and died was Kyoko's father. And that was the truth? No, that's fucking horrible. Oh my god. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? How did Kyoko just predict that? Just as I thought. What? Okay, I'm not looking at that shit again. I'm looking at this. I need a normal desk after that. Kyoko said just as I thought. I have to find out what she meant by that. Oh god. Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
When you found the box, I knew it. Those bones, that body, that's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she'd been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we already know, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may be very well the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. I'm sure you know this already, yeah. Those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably in the school, but the only ones who was alive at the start of the killing game were our 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take that much to assume.
In other words...
That most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Oh no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said that just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked into the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she can cut off all his ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up on that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up on her pride just for that? I don't think I could help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And the music has just gone sad. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clues. So I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Kyoko, I don't need it. If you want to go ahead and leave it here, then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look, but I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
hey.
It's fine, check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family's business, our legacy, instead he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him depressed. What's this? Oh, this picture. Oh, that's so cute. It's all faded, it must be pretty old. This is kind of wholesome, I might save this actually. Hey Kyoko.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free from the past, and yet... to find something like this? So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. There's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all the time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoning me again? And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on? Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and headmaster has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor, what is it?
So,
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down for a little. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart or soul, but maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're trying to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry. Once I've got myself under control, I will return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Ah, that's... Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt that the headmaster performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father, they killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading to the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized was the Hope's Peak's headmaster. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is. Okay, yes. We've read this like 10 times now. 15 of us into the main hole and Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are alive. Everyone else is dead. Sayaka, Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, Hifumi, Celeste, Sakura, even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones that are left are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Okay. The chair. Yes. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. What's this? This desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Can we go back in? There's all kind of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I better give her some time. Alright, let's go. So is that what we came to find? Okay. Yeah, this shit was wild. But we gotta go fucking somewhere else. Mukuro, Yukusaba's death. Garden and dojo. Okay. Let's go. Garden and dojo. Luckily I know where those 2 are. Yep, just all the way up. Dojo! What are you doing here? Oh, Togo, so this is where you are.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, it's not it. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue. I figured this place was related to the case. Since this place was related to the case, we would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Oh, well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay, my bad, Toko. What did you... Okay, I'm gonna get going. Latest. Garden time, then. The body's gone, huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. Yeah, but the thing is still there. Oh, the explosion marks. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not here, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check here. There's one other thing. The tarp. The tarp played a key role in the other case, so I better look into it. The killer uses tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice it was this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the top. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab. Okay. That's all I really need to check here. Leave the area. Sure. Oh wait, I'm gonna go back here. Okay, I know she wanted me gone, or not wanted me gone. We decided there was no clues here, so we should just leave. I'm just gonna quickly search. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found a clue here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. Is everything just the same? I'm assuming everything's the same. Yeah. And we already spoke to Toko, so yeah, all of this is the same. Biolab, maybe we have to go to? I mean, we've already checked everything here. Headmaster, we already checked that. Where was the biolab again? It was up there, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, tarps. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Oh, was I not supposed to investigate that? What did I say? Something here. I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. Okay, yeah. We read this already. This is the instruction manual. So use it! Wait, what did it say again? Let me read this. Oh, the cadaver! So, I know what a cadaver is. A cadaver is a goddamn skull. That means... we need to go back to... the headmaster. Alright, we're back here. Yep, I know exactly where this is. This is down this long area right here. This is where the music stops. It's right here. Okay. There's all kind of stuff, yep. How much more time? What? Actually, I have the what is it called? What is the thing called? The key card now. Maybe we can use it on some of these things. Not that, obviously. I wonder if I can open this locker. Yeah. What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Looks like something... What do you call it? Hero would keep, but... Hero, obviously, what do you call it, wasn't at this school for more than like... How long have we been here? Like a few days, I think, so... I don't know, it's probably someone just as obsessed with fortune telling as Hero who used to go here and tragically ended up getting absolutely murdered. The locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belonged to probably has the organization problem in every part of their life. Okay. So what kind of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order and dust everywhere? I have to assume whoever this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to add as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. By the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I had may have evaporated. Wait, no, this is Hero stuff. Hold up. Yasuhiro Hagakure. Okay, so this is probably Monokuma's other tricks, right? We know he's been like... Well, actually we don't know. I've been assuming he's been taking our items and kind of just bringing them here. And this belongs to Yasuhiro Hagakure. So this could be... Yasuhiro's from his previous high school, which then Monokuma took and brought here. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the textbook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time the rest of us, and we were all sucked up into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes, so what is this notebook? Okay. Is that it? Wait. There has to be more. Obviously this. Yeah, let's see. I don't see anything that might be a clue. There's gonna be some stuff. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is, but there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look at it. It looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written in the book, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. So this is Kyoko's book. Hold up. Turn Hope's Peak into a shelter, isolate the people. How did she know that? We didn't even know that until a few days ago. Oh, she lost her memories, so she would have known that. That makes sense. And we didn't lose our memories. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Well, only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. Oh, this was during the tragedy, so they wanted to protect us during the tragedy? No, that makes no sense, because we came a few days ago and we were... Okay, so he turned the place into a shelter. Then what happened is he was killed by Monokuma, I'm guessing. I'm guessing this happened in this order. Once he killed Monokuma, Monokuma invited a bunch of new students, so us. He somehow wiped Kyoko's memory and then just knocked us all out. This is so stupid, but it's what happened, I guess. I don't know, I'm just trying to make up assumptions at this point. For the future of our country, our world, is not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth for a corrupted world to serve as a new foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you will be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone. I can't imagine a worse father. Yeah, she just really fucking hates her father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. She lost her memories, didn't she? I decided to talk. Yeah. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. It must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, and scrolled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook has been added to the truth book section of your handbook. Okay. We've got this. Wait. The more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, they mean they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belonged to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Yep. Well, let's just check everything. These are all busted. Oh my god.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Yeah, now he calls himself the headmaster. Because the original headmaster is dead. Well, he called himself the headmaster from the start.
Please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
ASA possible. ASA possible. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap, but even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Okay. Oh, hey, Hiro. Oh, Makoto, why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I had found in the locker. He had been hiding something this whole time. Okay, now what's gonna happen?
I am Monokuma!
Okay, yeah, we knew that. Hello, welcome. Hello, are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on your ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope, and I opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Yo! Save. Oh, some creepy shit is going on. Hold on. So, this is a class photo. For some reason, Makoto's not here. But there's Hina wearing a school uniform. Chihiro, Byakuya, Toko, Kyoko, Junko with her face covered. Why is her face covered? I have no idea. Actually, coming to think of it, we've seen some pretty weird things. We've seen, but looking at, Mukuro's thing, the things here match Junko here. Mukuro and Junko are matching. Junko's face is hidden there, which is weird, by Taka's arm. And we see that Mukuro is also there, right behind Leon and Sayaka. And we've never seen her. She's like a secret student. There's something going on with Junko and Mukuro, but they're both dead. So, yeah, this is kind of weird. But of course, yeah, we've got Taka, Sakura, Hifumi, Sayaka, Leon, Yasuhiro, my bad. Mukuro, Mondo, and Teiko, or Celestia. It featured a base of what am I reading? It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak Academy at the same time as me. Yeah, but we're all here living a normal school life. We're all our memories wiped. That's literally the only. There's no way this is all in the same previous high school. This has to be here at Hope's Peak, because we did not know anyone before this. So was this all at Hope's Peak, and we just don't remember because somebody wiped our memories? Probably Mukuro. Bro, this is way too confusing for me. So the tragedy happened. Kyoko's father tried to make this place into a shelter. He was killed, and all of our memories were wiped. So we thought we were coming here for the first time, when in reality we had been here before. Yeah, that seems like a pretty logical explanation for so far. Wait, but there was someone behind Sayaka. Yeah, that's Mukuro. We have her thing here. Yeah. And she also matches Junko's report card, but Junko's face is covered here. Ironic, because Junko's magazine covers are heavily photoshopped. So yeah, that's Mukuro. She's the one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at the file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Yeah. Then that girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Are we? I mean, yeah, I've never seen Hina in that uniform. Is Kyoko wearing the same one? I don't remember. Okay, I don't remember Chihiro wearing the same uniform. Did Sayaka wear the same uniform? I don't remember. Yeah, it's weird. Is Kyoko wearing the same uniform? I can't tell at that point. And now I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I could be the one taking the picture, I don't know. No, Hifumi's the one taking the picture. Wait, no, wait. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is the picture itself. Is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep this rambling QE, I don't know. What is that word? What are these crazy words that Monokuma just throws out of yours? Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're getting kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? They'd be totally left out of left field. And he's malfunctioning again. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. So in the end, I found all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And without the confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. So that was all we came there for. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? I don't think the photos are fake. That would just be too logical. This game is full on about illogical stuff becoming logic. But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear this up. No, I have to clear this up. Okay. Let's ask everyone. You know, I don't think I've been more confused in a video game ever. I don't know, this is just some confusing shit. Okay. Someone was in here. Never mind, no one's here. Oh yeah. Where's the headmaster's room? Let's go downstairs. I think it was downstairs. Byakuya? He's not here either, what? Oh my god, I've looked everywhere. Why are only you here? So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, you gotta go. Huh? What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to stop her. Hina? Why? Why won't you talk to me? So the only person I found just decides to buzz off. Oh my god. No matter what anyone tells me, this music right here is amazing. The guitar and the drums just add so much to this. But I can't find anyone. I'm just gonna look around. Oh, that's locked, I think. What did I say? But where is everyone? Is Makoto that hated that nobody wants to speak to him? Do I smell that bad from the trash? Does nobody really like me that much? Was I really just pushed around and used? Where? I'm actually so confused. Am I supposed to be going somewhere and I just don't know where I'm supposed to be going? I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there... What? Was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Wait. It's open. Oh, but Toko. Why What happened to her? Toka, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Oh my god. Well, she's not dead at least. Oh? It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there just staring at me all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know, last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do, Mr. Morose? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! Bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. But all I want to know right now is, where's my darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know, I'm sure Byakuya is around here somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm totally a pro when it comes to all things, master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Why'd she come in here in the first place? Toka shot off, her eerie laugh echoing behind her. Okay, at least I didn't die. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Well, fuck me in the ass. What's that shit? Oh, what? Why are you looking at this? This seems important, but first... Yes, that's what I was trying to highlight. Thanks. Smart ass. The fridge is open. But I'm sure they were all shut last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko?
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot here, that's when she stowed the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it. Because they assured we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm gonna find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? Alright. I'll wait. I will wait. And I will wait patiently at that. I don't have time for this. You know, I think I've seen a tub like this somewhere before. Ah, it's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember that tub, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And this was the tub that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tub has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. How many bullet sections are we gonna get? It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt you in your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason that he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here and looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge the pictures as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Yeah, I mean, they are kind of perfectly placed. Okay, let's... I should ask Kyoko about the... Yeah, I already did. So now what? Kyoko disappeared. What? It would seem the blue light comes when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, a blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Biolab has been updated to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were fatal injuries, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed. Yep, we read all that. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh? Well, the Monokuma file said they were at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they were there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file after she was killed, right? So the wounds were at least a few days old. There's no way they could have anything to do with that.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can you? One of many? A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
in other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, only using their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added to the True Bullets section of your handbook.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
6 foot 7 inches and 97 pounds. Vitals were like 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then, and don't forget about the Finrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case, without a doubt, is Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. I still find it kind of weird how she has the exact same like measurements and everything as Junko. But
and
is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are you not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair? But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. What? But she could have abandoned me. She decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now... Okay, ask her. Hey Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead, then out with it. Have you really not seen your dad ever since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms? I do, yes. But to get to any of those lockers, you need a handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to open them using the emergency
I
handbook.
see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So did you find anything worthwhile in the locker? I found a pocketbook. After looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you think that? Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to the area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. This also makes sense why we have pictures in the school, why we have their items in the school that they don't recognize. I'm guessing that all of our memories were wiped. For how long? I don't know. Probably maybe like a few months, probably, or maybe a year, but probably a year, because that's when the tragedy started. That's how long I'm guessing. A year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. Probably a year. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in the locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, or about your father.
If that's true.
Could that mean that video is real too? Video? Makoto, I think everything's finally starting to fit together. To reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid the picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker? If you watch this, it will all make sense. A DVD? And it says Class 78, Urgent Interviews. I found it in the hidden room after you left. I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. But you understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before? None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means something important. There's something important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Makoto.
Oh, and right now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? So it turns out the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I meant is I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However,
but there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is that? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still so much before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether the truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind the final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope, even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's leave? Okay, I don't know why I couldn't move. AV room, I forgot, yep. I remember, bro. Ooh, 360 Allier. Silent pistol. I'm going the wrong goddamn way. God, this guitar is so good. I'm a sucker for a good guitar. Aren't we all? They should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? I don't know why I'm saving so much, I'm sorry. Actually, I want to save here, yes. And I want to save... Oh no, save over this. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was. Okay, then are you ready to begin? The what? The voice I heard of the man with a position on the side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation.
Okay, so this man is the headmaster. Okay, I can already tell.
I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's face tense didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in school? I accept. What? Thank you.
And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
So he was trying to keep us safe from the tragedy. We still don't know what the tragedy is. I'm just assuming it's like world, probably completely. You know those movies when the world you go outside and it looks like a desert, but not really a desert. Like everything just kind of looks destroyed, the ruins kind of. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now, but only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I just heard. But because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she just say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And I was confused before, but I saw next push me right over the edge. It's me! It's me! I don't know why I'm saving so much. This is some wild shit. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation. Yes.
Oh, he's trying to say, oh yeah, the students acknowledge that they're staying here. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down and talking to him like this. Yeah, because we lost our memory. I'm telling you, that's what's happened.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that? Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
Sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Yakuya, Toko, Hina, she's the only one who looked happy. Everyone, they all said that they agreed to live in the school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. When he asked her about questions, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oh my god, of course he comes and ruins everything. Oopsie, it looked like it broke, out of service. What? He just so happened to break it. It just so happened to break just now. Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure, my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it would just be more of the same. He asked me the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation with myself, a disconnect.
It would seem
Thinking back on it now, at the point my memory was gone. At the time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school. I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was, but what would make you forget all of that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome? Something that seemed too obvious to work for the mastermind? So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interviews DVD has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought.
Yep. He's talking about that there's always going to be despair, and now he's also saying that nothing lasts forever. This investigation doesn't last forever. Class trial is about to start.
But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone get
Oh, the final class trial.
You know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time our lives will all be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Hold up. I'm going to save. And I'm gonna go, okay, wait, I'm gonna go main menu. Okay. Wait, why is Monokuma on the screen? Okay, I've never seen that before. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop right there, because, what do you call it? I want to make like an ultimate. I want to see like the ultimate finale roll out itself in its own separate video. All right, this was the investigation. This took. We investigated for 2 hours. Okay, so we played the game for quite a while. Probably not. Obviously not as long as the other episodes. So yeah, I did say this is probably the final episode, but this probably is not the final episode. All right, there's gonna be another episode after this. All right. Let's just say. Well, you know what? I'm gonna stop right there. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and bye for now. I still don't know why Monokuma is on the title screen though. Very, very, very weird.